Hello, my fellow human beings, Combo here. And if you're anything like me, you've probably watched Community more times than you'd like to admit. But even if you've seen every episode, there are still loads of behind the scene facts you and probably loads of other fans completely missed. So today, here are 10 facts you probably didn't know about Community. Let's get into it. I can't count the reasons I should stay. Starting with fact 10, the Beetlejuice joke. One of the smartest jokes in the series' 6-season run wasn't in a single episode, it was spread across 3 seasons, which is a lot of commitment for a joke if you ask me. Throughout the show, different characters say Beetlejuice once in separate episodes. On the third time someone says the name, the person dressed as Beetlejuice walks past in the background, which I didn't even notice until my third rewatch. It's such a tiny detail that most viewers never notice, but it's one of the greatest long-running visual jokes in TV. Fact 9. Donald Glover was hired because of his comedy writing before playing Troy Barnes. Donald Glover had already made a name for himself as a comedy writer, as he wrote for the sitcom 30 Rock before joining Community, and his hilarious personality and comedy background helped shape Troy, who is the funniest character in the show in my opinion. Fact 8. The cast often couldn't stop laughing. This fact probably isn't much of a surprise knowing how funny Community is, but many of the scenes had to be filmed multiple times because the cast kept breaking character. If you ever wondered why the chemistry feels so natural, it's because the cast genuinely enjoyed working together, which is awesome and super wholesome in my opinion, and their friendship is there in and out of the show. Fact 7. Dan Harmon put himself into Jeff and Abed. Creator of Community Dan Harmon has said that both Jeff and Abed reflect different parts of his own personality. Jeff comes off as the confident person he wanted to be. Abed represents the nerdy pop culture obsessed side of himself. Together they reflect 2 sides of the same creator. This is very awesome in my opinion because I love how he isn't afraid to show off his nerdy side as well. Fact 6. The paintball episodes. The paintball episodes weren't supposed to become the show's signature, but after the fans loved them, they became some of the most ambitious sitcom and action-based sitcom episodes ever made. This inspired bigger action sequences every season, which progressively get better and better. Fact 5. The background is full of hidden jokes. Community rewards people who rewatch it. Look closely and you'll find visual gags, callbacks, and background jokes happening while the main story continues, which is awesome, giving the viewer more than one thing to enjoy at once, and being one of the main reasons me and so many other fans keep coming back for more. Fact 4. The Darkest Timeline became a fan favourite. The Darkest Timeline started as a clever joke in episode Remedial Chaos Theory. The joke was planned to be short-lasted, but fans enjoyed the silly idea so much that the idea kept returning throughout the rest of the series. It became one of Community's most iconic running jokes and one of the funniest. Fact 3. The show was almost cancelled more than once. Despite Community being highly praised and becoming one of the greatest sitcoms ever, Community struggled with ratings during its original run. It survived multiple cancellation scares before it got resurrected by Yahoo for the final season. Without the dedicated human beings, we might never have gotten 6 seasons, but we wanted more and more, which thankfully continued our beloved Community. Fact 2. Abed was inspired by a real person. Dan Harmon based Abed partly on one of his own peers, after he learned about autism and different ways people experience the world. This helped create one of television's most unique and beloved characters. Fact 1. 6 seasons in a movie was meant to be a joke. One of the show's most iconic jokes, 6 seasons in a movie, was meant to be a throwaway joke. But when Abed said 6 seasons in a movie, nobody expected fans to adopt it as a rallying cry. Years later, it became reality, and now it's one of the most iconic and loved catchphrases in television history. So, how many of these did you already know? And did I miss any of your favourite Community facts? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, 6 seasons and a movie.